Hello, welcome. I'm doing it myself today, so glad to see you guys. Happy Sunday. It's a beautiful day out. Hope you got to get out today. And I'm Gloria. This is Yoga with Gloria. Oh, today we're only on YouTube, so I guess you already know that. So thanks for coming back, everybody. If you've been here before, thank you. If you're new, I'm doing this 3 times a week right now since COVID started, and on Sundays it's live right here, and the other times it's going to be on Zoom. So if you're interested, you can find the information underneath the description. Should have links if you're interested in the Zoom classes. I do high intensity weight training, yoga, and qigong. All right. So hello, Alice and Abigail and Daisy and George and Michael. Thank you for joining. All right, let's get started. Today is going to be for flexibility, so we'll do a little bit more for flexibility here, but it will be a full body flow. Let's go ahead and do some circles here. And we'll go the opposite direction. Oh, hello, Suresh. Welcome. All right, we're just going to reach on up here. So just reach one arm higher than the other, one arm higher than the other. So for today's class, I will be using either blocks, a roller, or a blanket. So try to get one of those three. If you don't have those, maybe a beach towel, and we can use it. Side body. A fist in circles with the wrist, and then a nice big circle. Good, and then we'll walk the hand the other direction, up and over. A fist in circle. And nice big circles here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and drop our chin to the chest and just roll the ear over the shoulder. And just rock a little forward and back and just check in with our neck. And then we'll go to the other direction. Here, let me switch. All right. So if it's okay, you can do just full circles with the option to take the hands like this behind you. Option to sit on your toes. We're just going to do 3 or 4 circles in each direction. Opposite direction. All right, open, and one arm over the other, open, open. And one arm over the other. If it's easier to do like this, you can do that. Just a couple open and closes here. All right, then we're just going to take one arm over across your chest here, under the collarbone. And then other side. Just trying to relax the shoulder down. Feel that stretch in your tricep and your upper shoulder there. And release. Let's take your hands behind you. Roll your shoulders back and just lift the arms up. And we're going to swing the hands to the left. Look over your right shoulder. And then swing the hands to the right. Look over the left shoulder. And release. All right, we'll just take a little moment here to connect to our breath before we flow, closing your eyes. Inhale and let your belly expand on the inhale and relax on the exhale. And slowly begin to deepen your breath. And we'll take our hands in front of our hearts and drop our gaze. Take a moment to call up an intention for today's class. And we'll seal that in with 3 ohms, inhaling deeply. All right, let's start on our backs. On down. And let's go ahead and draw the knees into your chest. And take the left leg straight, the right knee into your chest. And then switch. The left knee bends, the right leg is straight. Get feet on the floor. Lift your heels off the floor, but the balls of your feet stay on the floor. And then you're just going to drop your knees to one side And the other side. Just feel into what's tight there, all around your pelvis, your hips, and your low back, whatever's tight. Just tune into it for a moment. Okay, then we're going to go like hands like this, like you're crawling on the ceiling. Engage your core. Opposite. So you're going to kick your left leg straight. Actually, it's easier to think of bringing the left leg and left arm down. And you can lift the right arm up for counterbalance. And then back to center. Right arm, right leg flushes down. Back to center. Left side down. Right side down. Left side down. Right side down. Left and right and left and right. Engage your core, mind, body. Let's do 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. All right. So after that, we warmed up the hips, flexors a little. Actually, we're going to press our feet down and lift up for bridge risers. We're squeezing the glutes and setting it down, and squeezing the glutes, setting it down, all the way up, all the way down. Let's do 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then bring your feet together. Lift your glutes up. And then we're just going to straighten the legs. The knees are still together. Just like that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Knees into your chest. Take it out wide. Happy baby pose. Option to straighten the legs if it's available. Knees together. We're just going to do one core thing before we're going to stretch it out with either your roller or a blanket here or a block. So if you don't have those items, go grab it. And you can do your classic little core. You can do bicycles here for 10, 9, 8. Elbows out wide. Chin is away from the chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And one more set of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. So now we're going to stretch into our psoas and our hip flexors some more. So if you have a roller, you can roll it under. This is a long roller, like this. If you don't have a roller, you can use a blanket and just roll it up so it's the shape of a roller. You just want some height here, because any height you get here will help to stretch the psoas, so that hip flexor a little bit more. So now you're going to straighten the left leg. And you're going to draw the right knee in towards your chest. And just relax. So it looks like a pretty simple stretch, but now look, it's like lifted up off the ground. So you're stretching it a lot deeper, especially if you lift that right knee up. And straighten the right leg. And bend the right leg. You can do a half happy baby with the right leg if you can reach it. And you can bend and straighten a tiny bit or a lot, depending how flexible you are. And release. And we'll do the other side. Draw the left knee into your chest and straighten the right leg. So if this is too much, the roller's pretty thick. You can just, put a blanket or a towel under you. But if you can handle it, it's worth it to have some much deeper stretching going on here. Just try to relax and breathe deeply into your low belly or right into that front psoas on the right side. And then you can do a half happy baby if you're able to just grab the left heel here. And you can start to just a little bit bend and straighten. And release. Go ahead and lift it up. Take it away. Oh, that should feel really good, and you stretch it out. Like a lot of tension release. So stretching up feels amazing. Go ahead and draw the backs of your thighs, your hamstrings, and roll on up. Hands behind you. Lift your chest and just arch back. Good. And then let's go ahead and press down and lift up into reverse tabletop. And come on down, and let's come on to all fours. So spreading your fingers wide for cat-cow. Drop your belly, look up, exhale, round your back, tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, looking up, exhale, rounding. Let's do 3 more. Get a lion's breath if you like. You can flip your fingers if you like back. All right, let's come on down to your belly. For Sphinx pose here. All right, let's come on down, chin down, hands by your hip. And Shalabhasana, come all the way up and down and up and down. One more time, up. And release it down. And let's pop into all fours and curl your toes under. And you're just going to lift your knees off the floor for 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and straighten the legs. Pedal your feet. Good. And then I like to swing the heels to the left. Get that side body stretch. Other side to the right. Get back to center. Let's take your right leg up and bring it forward. Left leg steps forward. And circle the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Let's go ahead and turn to the left, all the way to the left. You can press the right palm back. Then we're going to turn all the way to the right and press the left palm back. One more on each side, so turning all the way to your right and press all the way to your left and press. Good. Hands behind, lift your chest and fold forward, forward fold. Lift your knuckles up to the sky. Get hands to the floor, walk, step, or jump back. Lower to your belly, point your toes. Find a cobra. And a downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, bring it forward. Left leg steps forward. Circle the arms up. Exhale, dives you down. Right leg back, left leg back. Lower to your belly. Cobra. And downward dog. Left leg lifts. Let's bring it forward. Right leg steps forward. Circle the arms up. Exhale, dives you down. Left leg back, right leg back. Lower to your belly. Find a cobra and a downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Bend it and stack it. Open up your hips. Lift your knee as high as you can. Point those toes. And let's bring the right leg forward. Come on up for high lunge. Inhale, straighten both legs, square your hips forward. Exhale, come on down. Good, let's do cactus arms. We're going to rotate to your right for 6, 5, try to do 90 degree, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great, go ahead and take the left arm straight down for easy twist, or hook the elbow past the knee for deeper twist. Good. Windmill the hands down. Step it back. Lower to your belly. Find a cobra roll your shoulders back. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Bend it and stack it. Look under the right underarm. Bring it forward. High lunge. Inhale. Straighten up. Exhale, coming down. Let's do Cactus Arms. Open your chest and turn over about 90 degrees if you can to the left for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right hand comes down, easy twist, or hook the elbow past your knee. High lunge twist. Good, hands to the floor. Let's quarter turn to the right. So I'm just going to do it this way. Quarter turn to the right. So you're in Prasarita. So feet are parallel. If you cannot touch the floor, then go to a table or the wall, and you're going to fold forward. If you're more flexible, you can put the head on the floor and the wrists under the elbows. All right. Lift and lengthen. Let's quarter turn to your right. Come on up for warrior one. Oops. Warrior one. Inhale, straighten and square your hips forward. Exhale, come on down. Nice solid warrior one. Left elbow over right, eagle arms. Lift the elbows, hands away from the face. Or lift all the way up. Good, release. Hands spin to the floor. You can straighten the front leg, make a shorter stance. And we're just gonna bring our head towards the shin. You can pulse a little bit or just hold a static. So hamstring stretch here. All right, bend the back knee down for low lunge. Interlace your fingers and let's bring your hips forward. You can soften away and come back into the pose. Again, you can always pat up your knees. In fact, a good idea every time. Just protect our knees. So feel into that stretch. Flirting around your 70% maybe. And backing off and then going a little deeper if you can. All right, so you can stay here or let's lift on up, looking up. If you can, and release your hands to the floor. Bring your knees down and you're going to come forward. 3 Chaturango Push-Ups. 3, 2, 1. Of course you can do it without being on your knees. And let's do a cobra and a downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, bring it forward. Spin the back heel down for warrior one. Come on up. Inhale, let's straighten and then square the hips forward. Exhale, let's come back down. Good, right elbow over left, eagle arms. Lift your elbows, hands away from the face. Or you can opt for a little thoracic back bend, looking up. Good. Coming back, square your hips and fold over the front leg. You can take a shorter stance, or you can turn the back toes forward a bit to square the hips a little more. Then just fold over this front leg. So hamstring stretch, option to pulse. Good. Drop the back leg. So you're in low lunge. And then you're just gonna exhale, come forward. Breathing into that deep stretch. Softening away and back into the pose. Good. You can stay here, or you can lift your arms up overhead onto the asana. Hands to the floor and step it back. And go ahead and pop into downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, let's bring it forward. We'll spin the back heel down, opening up into warrior two. Inhale, exhale, open. So let's reverse the warrior. Maybe stretching that back hand all the way behind us to the front thigh. And over to the thigh for side angle. Pressing down to turn up. And you can drop your hand if you're more flexible. Find deeper lunge and straightening of the leg, if it's available, if it feels okay. The top arm behind you, roll your shoulder back for a half bind, or you can take a full bind. And release. Hands to the floor. Let's quarter turn to center. And one more time, let's quarter turn. Warrior 2 on the other side. Shrugging the shoulders up, rolling them back, and finding your warrior 2. Reverse the warrior. Or maybe swim your hand behind. Elbow to the thigh. Press down with the elbow and turn your heart up to the sky. Get hand to the floor if you can. Otherwise, you're still elbow to the thigh. You could bend and straighten it again if it's comfortable. Good. Right hand behind you. Roll your shoulder back. Half bind or find this full bind. Good. And release. Let's quarter turn back to center. In Pasarita. This time we're going to see if you can clasp your hands behind you. Lift your shoulders, your arms up to the sky. And then you're going to go ahead and walk your hands over to one ankle. I'm going to walk over to my left, but if you're going to want to mirror, then you can walk to your right and then just hook the opposite hand on the ankle here or the shin, whatever you can reach. And then you fold over the leg. And see if you can bring your shin to your head to your shin. Good. And then other side, just walking over to the other side and hooking the opposite hand around your ankle or your shin. So this arm closest to the floor, you could bend this arm to help pull your head closer to your knee. And then just fold over, trying to bring the shin close to your knee. Get back to center, and let's quarter turn to the right. And we're going to step it back and pop into downward dog. Pop into downward dog. And we're going to take the right leg to the outside edge of your mat. So it's like a lizard. But then we'll pop it back to downward dog. Left foot to the outer edge of your mat. So you can hold it high, or you can even tap the knee down in the back if you like. Stepping it back. Right leg steps out. And if you can, tapping the back knee down, getting into that hip flexibility here. Downward dog, left side, step it out. Maybe tap the back knee down. Good. And then see if you can press down with your foot and your hands here and just bring that back foot forward. Come into a squat here for Malasana. And then hands spreading wide, index fingers forward. From here, we're just going to press into the hands and pop back into a plank. And then pop forward into Malasana. And then pop back into a plank. And then forward Malasana. Back and forth. We'll do 3 more with option. If you don't like that one, option is just stepping side to side for 3. Okay. 2. And softly, like a ninja. And last one. And coming into your best Malasana. If you can, your heels will come down. If you can, you parallel your feet a little bit. Namaste your hands and press the knees out, tailbone down, chest lifted. As we open into the flexibility of our inner hips right here. Pressing out. Tailbone down, chest lifted. Close your eyes. Just take a big moment, big breath in of gratitude for this beautiful day and for our bodies being able to do yoga and for our loved ones, far and near. Left hand comes down as you twist. Pressing the arm into that left inner leg. If you're able to, you can take a backwards bind. Back to center, inhale, and then drop your right hand. Open up and take a backwards bind. Okay, so from there, you're just gonna lean forward, the weight in the balls of your feet as you straighten up. Straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Relax your neck and shoulders. You can grab opposite elbows and just sway a little side to side. Good. And then slowly come on up, nice flat back. Hands in front of the heart. All right, we're going to stretch into our the right outer hip and piriformis. So take the right ankle over the left knee, right ankle over the left knee. If this is hard for you, please come to hold on to something like this and just sit back as if you were sitting on a chair. Or you can just go ahead and sit on a chair if you're really not that good with balance and you don't want to hurt yourself. Okay. Otherwise, you can challenge your balance while getting a really nice stretch here. Figure 4, right ankle over left knee. Sit back. Sit back. So Notice my left knee is not jetting ahead of the left toes. Instead, my hips are jetting back. You can hold on to your shin here for balance as well. And you can feel that nice stretch. Some of you may be more flexible and perhaps come on down, hands to the floor. And release. Go ahead and come on up. Kick it out. Shake it out. And we'll do the other side. So let's take your left ankle over your right knee. Again, hips move back. Your front knee does not come forward. The hips move back. Good. Like you're sitting here. Like no big deal. Arms up if you can, or hands holding onto your shin for better balance. You want to dorsiflex this left foot here to protect your knees. The toes are pointing back towards that left knee. And if you're able to, hands to the floor or just hands to a table or a wall for support. Okay, and release. And slowly come on up. All right. So now we'll come into the flexibility of our spine here. You're going to punch your left arm straight up, and you're gonna grab the wrist and pull it straight up. Hips glide back. Swing the hands between the legs, bend your knees, and then tuck under and roll it up. Really good for that suppleness in your spine. Bend your knees, tuck under, and roll it up. Bend your knees, tuck under, roll it up. Roll it up. So stacking the vertebra one at a time, zipping it up. Let's switch sides. So punch the right fist up and grab your wrist. Swing it through, bend, and pull it up. All right. 3 more. 3. 2, and last one. Tuck under and zip it up. Great. Now you're going to lift straight up and over to one side. If this is too much, you can take your hand to the hip, opening up that side body. Other side, up and over. All right, come on down. Let's do Badakanasana, soles of your feet together, knees out wide, and I'm just going to fold forward. And you're going to straighten both legs. Heels down, toes up. Heels down, toes up. And spin the inner thighs back to help tilt the pelvis forward a bit. If you have trouble with the tilting part, you can sit on a blanket or lift your pelvis a little higher. That way you have the natural tilt. You want a natural curve in your low back. So maybe you're here, inhale, exhale, dorsiflexing your feet. And maybe you're able to slowly glide your hands down your legs. Or maybe elbows on a block, or just bring your hands forward and walk your hands forward until you feel nice stretch there. You should feel this inseam of your leg stretching. Your low back should not be hurting at all. If it is, then you come back up this way and hold your hand behind like this. If you're more flexible, elbows can come to the floor, or you can splat your face and chest on the floor here, which I cannot do, but some people can, and you may be one of them. So just hold and breathe. Okay, slowly coming up, and then you're gonna, let's go ahead and bring your elbow not on your kneecap, but maybe on your shin, elbow on the shin, leaning over, holding your head up with your fists and turning your chest up to the sky. So maybe you're here, maybe the hand is behind you, maybe you're just holding your head up with that top arm. And if you have a block, you can, or something similar at home, you can, lean a little higher so you don't have to go so low. So find what works for you, reaching up and over. It's more important to have good form, like right way up here with really good form with the heart turning up to the sky like this, than, reaching down and saying like, oh, I can do it. But then you're like hunching over this way with the chest down. Try to see if you can turn your chest up towards the sky. Maybe hold your head and look at the other elbow. That's a good one. So if you can reach one or both hands to your foot, go for it as you turn your heart up to the sky, or just hold your head. Good. Slowly come on up, hands behind you. Reset a little bit. Got the sun right in my eyes. Okay, other side again. It's always good to start high, or at a 50% stretch maybe. That way the body can relax in that easier stretch and say, oh, I've got this. This is easy. It's no big deal. And then the body will send messages to the brain. It's okay. Relax. And then because if you ever try to stretch and gone too far, then the body retracts and stiffens, and then nothing good will happen. So good to ease on into it. Once you've got a few breaths in an easier position, and just check if your body wants to go a little deeper. in one hand or both if you're more flexible. Careful not to overdo. Good. All right. And go ahead and scratch or get under your knees there. Lift it up. Now I know why I used to close that window there and I get right in my eye. Okay. What do we do now? Let's do this one. How many minutes? Yeah, we have time for this. So interlace your fingers behind your left foot and you're just going to straighten it all the way up. So bend and straighten, get into those hamstrings. Really press this left sitting bone into the floor to feel the difference. Lift your chest, straighten this leg. And you can pull it in as much as you would like to. And then let's go ahead and take your right hand to the outer edge of your foot here. Outer edge. And then you can turn your chest to the left and try to straighten this leg as much as it's comfortable. And you can hold down or you can try to lift the arm up as you drop this left leg down. Lift up through the crown of your head and twist. Great. Let's do the other side. So the right leg is here. Bend and straighten. I just switched directions so you can see me a little better. So again, pressing down with the right sitting bone, lengthening up through the crown of your head as you pull the leg in a little closer. And when you're ready, twist. Grab the outer edge of your foot. Extend the arm. Try to straighten and lower that leg if you can. And release. And let's go ahead and close up the class. It's time. So nice, comfortable seat any way is fine. And let's just go ahead and take our hands in front of our hearts. Smile and feel blessed. With gratitude for our practice here together, let's offer one Om to seal it in. Inhaling deeply. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining. Bye. Thank you guys. Have a great rest of your weekend. And see you guys tomorrow morning for HIIT. For those of you that are coming, we sponsors you. Thank you so much. Bye. Thanks, Lily. Didn't know you were on. Good. Good to see you. Thanks, Suresh. Good to see you also. And try to come to HIIT tomorrow, you guys. All right. Bye. Thanks again, everyone.